tanks can get away with stuff. Like summon me to the dungeon. Res me. I'm too lazy to run back. I'll wait till you get back and res me. And then I'll make you wait. I'm in the kitchen. You have to wait. I'm the tank. Kick the warlock. His DPS sucks. No, dude. He's beefy. He helped me. I'm not gonna kick people who help me, dude. I don't leave groups unless someone else leaves first. I don't kick people because their DPS is low. He died so many times though. It's okay, dude. Honestly, we two-chested the Halls of Valor 14. All I gotta do is complete this. It's okay. I honestly don't care if we don't make the timer. Honestly, I don't care. We could take our time. We could wipe 50 times. Doesn't matter. As long as we complete it, I'm happy. All right, so let me flask up. Where's my flasks? Damn, I don't see my flasks. I'm going DPS mode so we can actually complete this. Let me grab this. All right, we're doing a 16, boys. This is not the dungeon that's the shortest, right? Which is the shortest dungeon? Maw of Souls? As a tank, what I usually do is, I think prot warriors are very, very, very good at this expansion at holding aggro. There was been other expansions where holding aggro was a big deal, especially in vanilla. Vanilla tank aggro was really bad. For those of you guys who didn't play vanilla, what I remember specifically the guild telling everyone, do not attack the boss. Let the tank get aggro. Do you guys remember that? The tank would fight the boss by himself for at least 10 to 15 seconds while the healers healed him until the tank got enough sunder stacks on the boss. Just got enough aggro basically so that everyone else could go crazy and not pull aggro off the tank. You guys remember that? Nowadays, aggro isn't a problem. When we do Argus, when I do normal and heroic Argus, a lot of times, sometimes me as a tank, I literally have to stop attacking. I literally auto attack because if I do a thunderclap or if I do a revenge or if I do a shield slam, I pull aggro off the other tank. So like sometimes I tell them, let me tank first because I pulled so much aggro. It's too easy to hold aggro right now as a tank. I think thunderclap. Sometimes people tell me, how do I tank as a as a prot warrior? Dude, just thunderclap. Look, thunderclap. Thunderclap. And then anything else you do is optional. You'll hold aggro. You have nothing to worry about. Threat and vanilla, I don't know what you're talking about. Hunter feign death for the win. That too. Actually wiped in Sunwell. Oh no, I never did Sunwell. I missed BC. I missed all the PvE content because I quit my raiding guild and I went full PvP. So I missed out on all the raiding. It was because raiding back then was very, very difficult. Like you needed to join a raiding guild in order to actually do the content. In the Burning Crusade, I missed all of that content. At the Lich King, I actually joined a raiding guild because I wanted the Deathbringer's Will. It's the only reason I joined a guild. I needed the Deathbringer's Will for World PvP. What's the point of 16 and above? You get slightly more artifact power. I don't know how much more. Some people say it would be significant. I don't know. The higher your Mythic Plus goes, the more bonus gear you get. I think if you do a 20 plus, you're guaranteed 4 pieces of loot, I think. So if there's 5 people in the group, 4 of you are going to get loot. I think, right? Or is it guaranteed 5 pieces of loot? I don't know. It's basically an increased chance of getting gear. But the gear that drops at this level, I think it's 930. It might be 930 plus. I don't know. Is it 930 plus? What is the gear that you get at doing a 15? I'm not 100% sure. But at the end of the week, like when you get your order haul, oh god, when you get the chest at the end of the week. All right, you know what? I'm gonna last stand this. When you open up the chest at the end of the week, you get a huge bonus increase of artifact power in there, based on your highest Mythic Plus dungeon. So if I complete this 15 plus, we'll see what we get. And then next week when I do a 15, I'll say, oh no. Did you die? Damn. Oh my god. There's so much stuff in here. GG. You won't need to take them. Avoid the razor shards. You can't avoid it, dude. Or can you? I don't know. Is it 940s? Like regular drops? No, it's not. No, I think it's like... Hold on. What piece of gear did I get? I got this piece of gear. I got the 935. There we go. It's 935. I did a 14 plus and it's 935. Oh, maybe 15 is a 940. Oh, maybe it is 940. Well, that's actually pretty good. Damn, dude, that's... Oh my god, that's better than... That's much better than PvP. You have to get 2k and then you have to wait a week for the rewards. Because it's only the 2k and then you get one piece of gear at the end of the week and it's a reward and it's 940. I thought 2.2 was 950 for the weekly. No, I think it's 2K for the 940 for the weekly, I think. Oh, 1900, my bad. 1900 is for 2K for the weekly, my bad. Because the 1900 is the new 2K. I always thought it was a PvP stream. Hold on. The reason I PvE and do Mythic plus dungeons, the reason is to do well in PvP. And only because PvP gear is lacking in item levels. It looks good. I mean, the gear looks good, but it doesn't have item levels. If you want item levels, you got to do Mythic dungeons and PvE. I want item levels. That's my thing. So, in order to do well in world PvP, I'm forced to do Mythic plus dungeons and normal and Taurus. That way I can have a nice, crisp, full set of gear that's awesome. Dominate in PvP because the item level is pretty high. I'm working on getting like 970 item level. I'll have 970 item level in a couple weeks, I think. Right now, I'm like 10 item levels higher than the highest rated player in North America. That's a huge advantage in PvP. Holy moly, dude, that guy hits hard. What's the reason you're clearing chat? It's not me, man. My mods are going like this. My mods take care of me, man. My mods take care of me. Take care of the chat. Right there. There's a bad comment right there. Comment gone. A lot of times I don't even see the bad comments. They don't even get to me. My mods take care of me, man. They don't want negativity in the chat. Then they don't want me going like this. Why did you say that to me? You know, the mods don't want to see that. You know, they take care of me. So have you decided Warrior Death Knight in the next expansion? Once we get into the beta, which will be soon, hopefully. Once we get into the beta, we're going to be doing some extensive testing on class balances and what classes will do well in PvP. I care about this too, so I know you guys are going to be curious and you're going to be like, Swifty, what's the best class for PvP in the next expansion? As soon as I get to play, I'm going to let you guys know what classes are going to do what. Will you do a burst video again? Yeah, we could probably do a burst video. Like, I haven't done one of those in a while. It's very, very time-consuming editing, though. It takes a very long time to edit. And the thing is, like, I gotta make sure that I get people that are actually know their class and actually do some proper bursts. Because, like, I've had a couple burst videos where I get a couple people that I think that they're doing the correct rotation, and then, you know, they get criticized.
You didn't even do the proper rotation.
Are you excited for the classic servers? Yeah, but I don't know when it's gonna come out, dude. I want it to come out like right now. I'm hoping Blizzard surprises us and said, we've been working on them for a while now. They're ready. Kill him before he submerges. Come on, we get this. More dots! More dots! More dots! Woo! The PvP templates, would they be good in Classic? I don't know. What's the point in getting gear though, then, if the templates, you know... Of course not, right? No, Classic is Classic. They have to redo it. They have to redesign the Classic because they don't have. I guess they don't have the template. I guess of Classic. They don't have it. Oh God, who pulled them? Oh, WTF? Yes, yes, yes! I want the M41 talent point trees, man. I want. You know what I want? I want to be able to mess up my character if I want to by choosing all the wrong talents. If I want to mess up my character and ruin it, it's my choice.
Why did you take those talents?
Because I can. Whoa, man, this is a hard pack. You want to have the option to be really, really bad. I want the option to not do what everyone else is doing. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. What the talents do right now, these talents, right? What the talents do right now, it limits the choices, right? So there's only 3 talents to choose, and usually one of them is the best for PvP, right? And usually there's like a cookie cutter. That means that everybody chooses the same talents. So usually everybody copies the highest rated players in arenas, and or in PvE they copy the talent spec that they have. That's the cookie cutter spec. Some specs have a variety that actually, that are actually pretty good. I think rogues can play all 3 specs and they're still quite good, right? In vanilla, there was so many different choices that you could do, so much theory crafting that you could do. You didn't have to follow the norm and do what everyone else is doing, and you could still be successful. You theory craft your own spec. But there was an expansion where I specced and I stacked thorns. I had it so when someone hit me, they would take damage. So I there was talents that you could spec that made it so that if someone hit you, they took damage. I remember what it was. I think it was in Fury spec, I think. And then I collected items in the game that made it so when someone hit me, they would take fire damage or they'd take another kind of damage. And I was able to stack so much like reflective damage that even in arenas, I remember queuing up for arenas, like a rogue would stun lock me, and then he would burst me with his daggers. And then by the time I was done, by the time the stun lock was done, the rogue would be at 50% health because of the reflective damage. But that was my spec, you know, that kind of theory crafting that you can do. Don't forget about the Druid Thorn buff. Yes, Druid Thorn buff was actually quite good. There was a lot of hybrid specs that you could also spec. You didn't have to go down 41-point talent trees. There's so many ways you could go. So you could basically, you know, theory craft galore, even in arenas too. Because if there's templates in arenas, then you can't do that kind of theory crafting. That was really fun in arenas too. Warriors were good, but the thing is, you know what was really good in all honesty? Shadow Priest, like with gear, and mages. Mages with gear. Back in the day, when you can activate 2-on-use trinkets at the same time, you could one-shot anybody as a mage, as a fire mage. But then Shadow Priests, they were gods. Like if you can get good gear on a Shadow Priest, you will be a god. Shadow Priests are probably one of the most feared things in BC. I mean, in vanilla. Two-handed. I know a lot of you guys are gonna want the two-handed enhancement shaman, right? You want to one-shot people, and I hope they do bring that back too, because that was, you know, Horde got the shamans, and they got the Wind Fury totems. Alliance got the paladins, and then enhancement shamans could use two-handers. And they would literally one-shot people with the Wind Fury procs. And the totems were actually more powerful then than they are now. Shadow Priests still good? Yeah, Shadow Priests are good right now. They're fantastic. Shadow Priests are one of the most dangerous classes in the game right now if you leave them unattended in a BG. Because they dot up your whole team, and then all of a sudden the whole team just dies. And then you look and you see the Shadow Priest way in the back. He's just dotting everyone up. You're like, no! Kill him! It's too late! He already dotted everyone up. We're dead. Crusader enchant will go crazy back in the day. Yeah, Crusader enchant was one of the best enchants in the game, and the mats to get the Crusader enchant, very expensive. All right, we got 3 minutes. Do we have time to kill the boss? I don't know. 3 minutes? We might not make the timer, but it's okay. We might make it, boys. It's looking good. Magdadar. All right, killing the Magdadar sculptor. 49 seconds, boys. Hurry! Shockwaving. 2%, 1%. We did it, boys! We completed the timer! We did it, guys. Oh, no! Holy mother of God, no! We're not gonna make it! We're 98% to... Never celebrate too early. Ahead. I don't think you should gamble ever. Gambling is very bad. I learned the hard way. You can't win it in the casino because the games are designed in a way for you to lose. The longer you stay, the more you'll lose. So anybody who says they're a professional gambler, I don't believe them.